Hello and welcome to Algebra lesson on simultaneous equations. This is the first lesson. We're going to see how we get on. Now, I'm going to attempt this in a slightly different way to any previous one that you've seen. If you're in year 8, however, my year 10s, this is the method that you've seen last lesson, and hopefully it'll make sense. But we'll give it a try anyway. So, simultaneous equations. Simultaneous means at the same time, and what we're going to do is we're going to solve two equations at the same time. So we're going to solve them simultaneously. Now, to do that, I like to use an acronym MESSY. Now, you might want to write this down, but the M stands for match, the E for eliminate, the S for solve. Yes, I've put an extra S in. This one is for substitute. Then we solve, and then there's a way of checking that you can do in an exam to make sure that you've got the 4 or 5 marks. So I will be referring to MESSY throughout this, and it basically means match, eliminate, solve, substitute, solve. Are you sure? So here we go with the first example. Here I've got two equations, 2x plus 4y equals 18 and 3x plus 2y equals 19. Now, to start off with, I'm only going to concentrate on the x's. Now, I need to make them match, which at the moment they don't match. I've got 2x on the top and 3x on the bottom. So what I'd like to do is just think of a number that's in the 2 times table and also in the 3 times table, and that number is 6. So I'm going to keep that number in my head, and I'm going to think about what do I need to times 2 by to get 6. Well, I need to times it by 3. And what do I need to times 3 by to get 6? Well, I need to times that one by 2. So if I do this, I end up with multiplying the whole equation by 3. On the top, I'll end up with 6x plus 12y equals, now 3 times 18 is 54. And if I think about the bottom one, so we're now going to do the bottom equation, I'm going to put that just here. We'll end up with 2 times 3x is 6x plus 4y is equal to 38. Now, the good thing about always matching just the x's means that in nearly all cases we're just going to subtract. So 6x, take away 6x, leaves me with nothing, which means I've now eliminated my x's, and 12y take away 4y leaves me with 8y. 54 take away 38 leaves me with 16. So now I can solve, and if I solve, I find that y equals 2. So I've solved the first part. But how am I going to get the x? Because at the moment I've only worked out the y. Well, what I do is I take this top equation and I'm going to write it down here. 2x plus 4y equals 18. But I've found out that y is 2. So I now have 2x plus 4y. Well, y is 2, then 4y's are 8, which makes 18. Now, I'm not sure how you solve equations. Some of you might swap sides, but I like to take off both sides, which means that we'll end up with just the 2x equals 10, because the 8 take away 8 is nothing. 18 take away 8 is 10, which means that x equals 5. And that means that not only have I substituted, but I've solved. Now, if I want to check to see whether I'm sure, the way to do this is by putting my y value and my x value back into this equation. So let's just see down here. 3x, well, if x is 5, 3x's will be 15, plus 2y's, well, if y is 2, then 2 2's are 4, and that equals 19, which does make that number. So I have it right. The solution is y equals 2 and x equals 5. So remember, you can pause this video, make notes, recap, but here